Hi, everybody. Just doing a midweek check-in, well, Thursday, not quite midweek, about Archangel Uriel and his yellow light and the support that he is offering us this week in terms of presence. So we're starting off in this Archangel group really simply. We want to keep our relationship with spirit as easeful and as simple and as clear and as grounded as possible. It's really important to do that in order to grow and nurture your relationship with spirit, to keep it as sensible and as grounded as possible. And each week we are going to be rotating archangels. This week we're doing Archangel Uriel. Next week we'll start with Archangel Michael again, and then we'll go through Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel. Occasionally there will be another archangel that comes in and does a little bit of a guest appearance. And during these weeks, the archangels are going to introduce us to concepts really slowly and easefully. And they're going to do it in an intelligent order, as they have the capacity to know how to do that in a way that is unique, because of the fact that they have a bigger picture understanding of things that is beyond us, to be able to really hold in our human mind and our human brain. And what I wanted to say to you today is just remind everybody just to keep it simple. Hi, Jenny, and hi, Julie. So spirit is everywhere. Spirit is one of the animating factors of life. We have material, okay? So we have, our matter, our body. We have material that is mainly made of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and so on. And then we have the animating factor of spirit, and these two things join together, and the spirit animates the material, and the material holds the animation of the spirit, and together they are one thing, okay? So we are, as a human being, the coming together of matter and an animating factor of spirit. It comes together in this body. We know ourselves to be a particular organism, and then we have an identity of self that's created in that organism. For me, that identity is Trina. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because when Archangel Uriel is offering us his yellow light, and he's given us a structure in our bodies to hold that yellow light, he's really gently easing us in whatever, I'll start again. He's very gently easing us into being more present. And we're all at different places. We're all at different stages. We're all going through different things. And the way that we are gently eased into that presence is going to be different for all of us. And all we have to do is accept that light into our body. Each day, just top up that structure with a little bit more yellow light, and Archangel Uriel will keep just teasing and teasing and teasing a little bit more presence out of you, and helping that presence be as evenly distributed through your whole body. So not just in your mind, not just in your heart, not just in your flesh, not just in the lower half of your body, but as evenly distributed through your body as possible. And one thing that I have noticed as a spiritual healer who has been helping people, supporting people in becoming more aware of spirit in their life, of forming relationships with their guides, of being able to communicate psychically, of being able to become healers themselves, as I've supported myself through that journey, and as I've supported lots of different people through that journey in different ways over the last 20 years, what I've noticed is that often what happens is that spirit puts light into us to help us recreate ourselves from the inside out. Okay, because remember, I'm saying that we are spirit and matter coming together as one. So spirit light can come into that matter and meet the spirit within the matter, and then start changing that matter from the inside out, okay, and start helping us reshape and reform from the inside out. One of the things that I notice is that people block spirit light by trying to over-interpret it and understand it through the intellect. Okay, the mind has this really strong desire to be able to categorize information and to be able to put it into certain boxes and to be able to understand it in prescribed ways. And the amount of times that I've seen, I've been in a clinical situation with people in my clinic room, and I can see that their spirit guides almost in a way have brought them into the clinic room, and we're having a consultation, and the spirit guide has been trying to get their light through to the person in order to give them a message or help them with some healing or whatever it is that that person has been, you know, I'm just checking the time actually. I have a client at 3 o'clock. Whatever that person has been, you know, really deeply asking and yearning and praying and going, please God, you know, please spirit, please help me with this. And then that spirit guide starts putting light into a person, and the person, the light gets about this far, and the person goes, yep, I've got it. It means this. Because they've grasped it with their mind, but they haven't really given it a chance to just move right through their whole body and infuse their whole body, and then start to instruct them from the inside out. Eventually, something will land in the mind. But we need to really let go of this need to really understand and categorize information too much. There's so much information out there, and in these particular exercises that I'm offering at the beginning here, all we need to know is Archangel Uriel is offering us presence. He's putting that light into us, and we receive that light, and it will do its work from the inside out. And what I wanted to say that I missed out on, because I tend to talk in circles, is that sometimes I see people's guides like just kind of like standing there like, oh, I'm trying, you know, I'm trying to get in there, I'm trying to get through. And our mind is dismissing it because we don't understand it, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit into a structure that we're aware of, to a knowledge, you know, an idea or a framework that we're aware of. So Archangel Uriel is offering us his beautiful yellow light of presence. That presence is gently, gently waking us in different ways into helping us understand how being more present and more evenly distributed in consciousness throughout our whole entire body takes us to a place where we can actually start to co-create our material reality a little bit more, our body and the way that we experience the world. So now I'm just going to offer a little bit of a readjustment from Archangel Raphael. Okay, so he's going to help us find a little bit more balance in our sense of self, between our gut center, which is the navel center where our instinct sits, our heart center where our intuition sits, and our head center where our minds and our thoughts, the area that we perceive our reality more through our minds and our thoughts. Each of those centers are equally as important as the others. And so if you can just take a moment to close your eyes, I'm going to do a little bit of a wiggle, as I tend to do, just to get the restlessness out. And we're going to just have Archangel Uriel put a little bit more light through us, steady the ship, so to speak, and help us be as balanced in our sense of self, those three perceptional centers of head, heart, and gut, through which we perceive ourselves as human beings. Bring them a little bit more into balance so that he can be doing his work from the inside out of creating more presence inside of us. All right, so Archangel Uriel's yellow light of presence is moving in from the top of the head. It's coming down from the crown of the head. It's moving vertically through the center of your body, and it is arriving into your gut center. Imagine your gut center as a circle, a sphere, and that sphere is completely filling with yellow light. Yellow light is completely filling your navel center from Archangel Uriel. Just keep breathing, relaxing, letting go, and receiving the yellow light of Archangel Uriel as he fills your gut and navel center with light, with presence. He's now moving into the heart center. Archangel Uriel is pouring light from above our heads, vertically through the center of our body, into our heart region in our chest. There is a circular center in that area. Imagine that circular center around your heart, and Archangel Uriel is filling that center with yellow presence. He's filling that center from the very bottom all the way up to the very top with yellow light. He's grounding you in your center. He's helping you stay focused in your heart center. Archangel Uriel's light is now being poured. Archangel Uriel's yellow light is now being poured from above your crown into the center in your mind, in your brain, in your head. There is a spherical center in your head where you perceive the world through ideas, and that center is now being filled with the yellow light of presence from Archangel Uriel. This light is filling the center from the very bottom of the center all the way up to the very top of the center. Yellow light is completely infusing the brain and mind and thought center in your head. You are being grounded and centered through each of those spheres: navel, heart, and head. The consciousness between those three centers is being more evenly distributed in whatever way is required uniquely for you from Archangel Uriel. Okay, so thank you, Archangel Uriel. So now just become aware of your surroundings again. Hear the noises in your surroundings, feel the surface beneath you, and gently and easefully come out of that meditation from Archangel Uriel and back to everyday wakeful consciousness. Okay, I've got a session in 3 minutes. I better get along there. All right. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. Just allow that light to come through and do its job. As we move through each week, we are going to be given a little bit more information about each of the archangels and how they can support us in being as integrated as we can possibly be and as present and aware to our material reality and our spiritual reality as it comes together in this human body as we move through our life and walk our own individual paths. All right. Hi, Daniela. Bye, Daniela, Jenny, and Julie. Bye, everyone.